Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf. Today we have another Patreon sponsored, not quite bag it or bin it, because Sean was just gonna have me review the yarn from Kastaplast, and he's like, you know what? I think you should instead review the Lotes from Kastaplast. And then he's like, you know what? I have a box of Kastaplast. I'm just gonna send you a box of Kastaplast, you review it, and then send it back. So today we're gonna be playing 9 holes here at Langston Memorial Park in Mobile, Alabama with just these 7 Kastaplast discs. Now the only other Kastaplast disc that I've ever thrown is the Berg. Some of you guys might know my initial feelings on it. I probably need to make an update video based on how you've seen me throw it in some other videos. But the discs that we have today are going to be the Grim 13.5 -1 2. Everything from Kastaplast feels so good. The one thing I will say is this rim feels a little bit more rounded, so that's pretty interesting. Moving down in speed and stability, we have the Lotes, which is 9.5 -1 2. I have heard that this thing bombs for a fairway. The Falk, 9.6 -2 1. Personally, I prefer like 7 or 8 speed fairways in that fairway slot, so I'm interested to see how I play with these. This, I'm guessing, will be a little flippier for my turnover. And then we have the Cax Z, or Cax Z, I've heard some people say, 6.502, so 6-speed mid-range. Feels weird. I mean, it's like bladed. I don't know if I like that or not, because I don't really throw anything that's 6-speed. And then we got another mid-range, 5.6 -10, the Svea. These are both in K1 glow plastic. Everything else looks like it's just in K1 plastic. And then finally we have the Yarn, 4.5 303, supposedly a zone replacement. I really am interested in this disc because I bet I'm gonna like it a lot. And then last but not least, I think this is the Rico. This is gonna be my putting putter as well as throwing putter. We got 7 discs and 9 holes, and I'm gonna force myself to throw them all off the tee at least one time, and then I'll be able to choose the other 2 times what I wanna throw. And if I can't beat par with just these discs, since these aren't actually mine and I'm still sending them back to Sean regardless, normally I would have to give discs away. For every stroke that I can't beat par by, even being 1, plus 1 being 2, I'm gonna have to buy one of you guys a Kastaplast disc. Hey, Editor Anthony here. Real fast, just wanted to say a couple things. One, I do think that it's important to get names right. So, I have some help with that. I sent out a poll in the community tab last week that asked for any Swedes to help out, and I got a lot of responses. So instead of me saying the names of all of these discs throughout the rest of this video, I'm gonna dub it and let you know who is saying the right pronunciation. But second, we're trying to hit 15,000 subscribers by the end of the year. My first goal is 10,000 by December 12th, which is 3 days away, and that's because December 12th is the 6-month anniversary of me starting my channel. You can check that on my YouTube About page. But by the end of the year, if we hit 15,000 subscribers, for every subscriber over that, I'm gonna do a marathon live stream where I have to make 1 putt, and we'll do a bunch of Q&As, a bunch of weird challenges, a bunch of fun stuff. So if we get to 15K, we'll make that happen. Otherwise, on to hole 1 here, and hopefully I can edit this video and get it up for you guys within the next 4 or 5 hours. Okay, love you, bye. All right, you know what? We're gonna switch things up already, and we're actually gonna play 10 holes. I was planning on not playing 1 and just starting on 2, and then playing the first 9 holes here. But I looked at hole 1, and it's kind of a nice hole. Straight up the gut there. You can probably barely see the basket. I think I'm actually gonna start with the
Rico
3301. Should be a straight flying putter. It's only 234 feet. Try to get a nice, easy birdie to start. That is such a terrible shot, so high. That putter is right on its numbers. I just threw it real bad. Oh shoot, we're putting with that putter too. Nice little 50-footer to get started. I guess I'm glad I got at least the distance right. You gotta get something right when you throw such a bad shot for the first shot of a video. Whoa. It is a ridiculous tail cross. So I gave that thing an ounce of hyzer, it just took it. Okay, stay up, stay up. Well, I've now thrown them 4 times and had a good tap in, and that's about it. All right, +1, hole 2, we have straight ahead of us 254. So I'm kind of between the
Järn
and the
Kax Z.
There's a big wind pushing us, and I think probably the mid will get taken more by the wind in this scenario. Oh shoot, we got some water holes coming up. That's not gonna be fun. So I think we're gonna go
Järn
on some slight flex, try to keep it closer to that middle tree. Wow, this wind is, ay, ay, ay. Oh, baby. That just comes out very well. I would say that probably it does feel more like a 4.5 than a 4, because that felt like a relatively easy 250 feet, at least easier as compared to when I would throw my zone, Toro, Razor Claw, something that seems to be in that 4 speed. That does seem a tad faster for sure. Whew. Back to even through 2 holes. All right, this is hole A, and I would be lying my face off if I didn't say that this hole scared the bejesus out of me, since these are not my discs. Just a billion degrees of water, not degrees, what am I talking about? So I'm kind of between either of the fairways, the
Lots
and the
Falk.
The Falk, I think, might be the play because my miss will be right. I really gotta trust that this thing is pretty flippy, so. Oh my gosh, I just threw the perfect shot. Did I really do it? That's exactly what I wanted that disc to do. Let's go. I kind of want something in that slot. I'm wanting to replace my river because I want one manufacturer in each different slot in my bag. That is what I like out of that slot. Easy 330 feet of distance. Beauty. What a beauty, dude. Oh, that feels so good. All right, one down. I'm a happy man right now. It says 230 feet across the water and then back to the left. I think I'm gonna try to throw the
Rieko.
again. It's gotta have that redemption arc, you know? I think that should work. I didn't quite hit my line. Both times that I've thrown that, I've released it early a little bit. I don't know if it's just the way that it's slipping off my finger compared to other putters that I've thrown. I'm gonna have to keep trying to throw that maybe a bit, but I have another like 4 discs that I need to throw off the tee, so we'll see if I even am able to do that this round. Looks like those early releases are also causing my misses to be very nose up, which loses distance and stalls it out early, so I think I really need to focus on punching through the hit. Yeah, definitely. I think the way that the rim sits in my hand, it's kind of curved and then straight down, which doesn't let my little baby hands get a good grip on it. So if you're bigger than like 4 feet tall, this might be helpful for you. I don't know why I'm so disappointed in missing a 45-foot putt, but I am. Oh, that barely snuck over the edge. All right, our 5th hole looks like it is just straight up the gut, about 260-ish feet. Not crazy far, but we do have a slight headwind, and we are going down the hill. Man, this headwind is just ripping. I definitely want to throw the
Svea.
This honestly feels like pretty comfortable in my hands because it's similar to a fuse. It feels a little bit like it juts out a little bit more than the fuse does. I still think I'm gonna try to throw it real touchy, a decent bit of hyzer so it'll flip up, but the hyzer flip is probably my worst throw in disc golf. Oh yeah. Hit the tree and come back. What a roll. Okay, this wind is definitely way too ambitious for an understable mid-range. We got a downhill look though. I thought I had it. How did that go in? That felt perfect out of my hand, and then I saw it go over the basket and then shoot right back down. All right, our 6th hole is 301 feet, it looks like. The basket that is kind of up this alley of trees. But I think one of the safer options, because there is OB beyond it, maybe about 50 feet, is probably a skip shot with the
Lutz.
If it's actually as stable as it says, if I put it out there on hyzer and skip it in between those trees out there, should get a big enough skip, even in this headwind, that we get down close enough, but not close enough to go OBs. These feel so good. All these discs feel so good. That is not as skipped as I want. That was hung up in the air. Sit down. Sit. Ooh. We're definitely skirting the line of this OB a little too close for comfort. Maybe just inside. I don't know. I don't care. I'm gonna make it either way. Every time these release from my hand, I feel like I'm making this putt. All right, hole 6, so I got 6, 7, 8, 9. This one is 350 feet, I think, since we haven't thrown it yet. And it's a 6-speed, not a 5-speed. I wanna see if we can get
Kastaplast.
If I really get a hold of one of my mids on like a great line, this is low ceiling, so it doesn't help, but I can probably push it to this distance, especially slightly downhill. This is gonna be a mush though, if we even get ourselves a look. Okay, that's how I wanted to throw it. That headwind is just something else for these mid-ranges. Okay, I honestly would have thought, based on how fast this hit the ground, that this was gonna be much, much farther away. Like, this is actually jump putt range. I think I am gonna jump putt. I'm gonna jump putt it as a second because it's not my highest percentage. I'm actually gonna chip up the
Järn.
Look at that wind, wow. All right, so now we actually have a good shot. It's 289 feet out to that basket. Still kind of a funky wind. We really got to throw the
Grim.
We've thrown everything except for the
Grim.
We haven't thrown all of them well, but we've thrown them all. We are still under par. Since we do have a headwind, and this is a stable mid, instead of actually going just the straight hyzer route, which you might think is the play, I think I'm actually gonna throw it as I probably would throw it if there was no wind, but left of that tree so that it'll kind of glide into that basket. Wow, that is not stable. Is it just the wind or? Never mind. You wanna see what disc is on the ground right now? You wanna see what disc is on the ground right now? Why am I so dumb? That makes so much more sense. Caught up. I think this hole goes to show why I don't like having two discs that look and feel the same. They're not the same, similar in the bag. Same plastic, same look. This putter cannot, what the heck? Like I have my peers, same shot. What the heck? It's low, but still. From now on, my goal is gonna be to bully the chains with this putter. Luckily, we have 2 more holes, but I need to get back under par. Otherwise, the Kastaplast disc is going to someone. All right, hole 8. Looks like a pretty simple birdie because it's downhill, 660, par 4. This is our first time we're really gonna get to let loose on something, and it's gonna have to be the 13.5 -1-2. Luckily, I did throw this as a second shot in one of the holes and realized it's way flippier than I would have thought the numbers suggest. So I'm gonna try to throw it on some hyzer. I don't know, I just gotta miss some trees. Kind of wanna also try a roller with it, but I think we're just gonna try just big time shot. That is so flippy. Sit down. All right, that's gonna be a really tough upshot actually to get the birdie. I think the 2 main problems is I prefer throwing overstable stuff on flat to flex lines, and it seems like all of these discs want to be hyzer discs, but that's not how I like to throw. And second problem, I'm still way far out, and I need to basically park it to feel any confidence with as my putter. 345, okay, not crazy, but like I don't really trust anything to if I throw it to the right of that tree to come back. I think I'm honestly just gonna try to throw the up the middle. I just don't really trust anything at this point. Keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning. Okay, now it doesn't. That one, I thought it was gonna turn more than that. We're gonna try the
Kaxzeta.
on that straight line, power through. This might actually have been a better play if I can get it there. That thing is a bomber disc. That's 20 feet past the basket. That's 360 feet. All right, no mercy on the basket. That thing hates staying in the air so much. That felt so good out of my hand. Oh my gosh. All right, one more hole. Even par, because I took a stupid bogey because I'm a dummy. And I need a birdie. Otherwise, I got to give something away that's Kastaplast. I would have genuinely paid money for this shot to have been a simple little shot instead of a tightly wooded 398-foot shot with no disc that I trust to get even close to there. We do have more of a tailwind now, which should help. My best bet is to go through this small gap. And it's just such a low ceiling everywhere. And I don't have a 400-foot forehand. I think I have to go
Lutz.
That's the only thing I feel even remotely comfortable with, getting in like circle 3 putting range. I think I have to just go big hyzer, let it flip up, and hopefully be happy-ish. Miss that tree, miss that tree. Okay, keep skipping. Oh, that's a bomb on hyzer. That's a, oh, let's go. All right, this was kind of a smash. Like we might just be, no, we're just outside for sure, probably about 38 feet, but that is no match for my practice putting. Come on. Little tailwind, no mercy. Okay, to be completely honest, walking up to that last hole, I did not think there was even a freaking chance. Now I look so short because of how I said it. Oh my gosh, Anthony. Real quick, let's rank these discs in terms of my favorite to least favorite. I would say my least favorite disc out of this bunch, I think it's gonna have to be the Grim because I wanted a stable-ish distance driver. Like -1-2, you think it's stable, like the Lotes when I threw it on that last hole. So Grim, I'm gonna have to put last. Second last, I think it's gonna have to be the Reiko for me. Just could not figure out throwing or putting with this thing. Obviously premium pad stick, I don't like to putt with it, but it's gonna have to go there. Kind of hard, because the rest of these I don't really not like any of them. I think it would have to probably be the Svea, because it's pretty similar to my Fuse. It's an all right disc. I don't even throw my Fuse a lot as it is, and I messed up and accidentally picked this up instead of the Kaxz, so have to be that. Next, I think it's probably gonna be a tie between the Falk and the Yarn. They're both good discs, just didn't need to throw them a lot, but these are definitely ones that I would bag. This is now in the wood bag territory. And then I think it's gonna have to be a tie. No, it's not. Lotes is second, Kaxz is gonna be at the top. This is one I would probably consider bagging out of all of these discs. So I'm gonna be sending these back to Sean, but I might have to pick some up for myself. I appreciate you guys, I love you. This is a fun video. So glad I could beat par. I was very nervous about that. Bye.